From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. It happened again. For the third time in 3 days, the Turkey Hill on Route 93 in the Airport Beltway was robbed. The convenience store and gas station robbed again this morning around 11 a.m. The robber, a man with a similar description to the other two robberies on Sunday night and Monday morning. He was wearing a black coat and hat and fled on foot. A state police helicopter circled the area around the Laurel Mall and Walmart for a time today. Police searched throughout the area. In the past year, the store has been robbed 5 times: today, Monday, Sunday, and along with Christmas Day. An investigation between the Hazleton Police Department and the New York Police Department's Organized Crime Control Bureau led to the arrest of a wanted man. Police found 33-year-old Hector Gonzalez at a residence in the area of 3rd and Wyoming Streets. Gonzalez was wanted for grand larceny. Authorities knocked on the door of the home, and Gonzalez eventually came out of the house without incident. He was taken to Hazleton Police Headquarters, where fugitive from justice charges were completed. Interstate 80 between Whitehaven and Mountaintop closed for many hours overnight last night. A tractor-trailer crashed around 9 o'clock. That section of roadway was closed until 4 a.m. while crews cleaned up the mess. Still no word on what caused the crash or if there were any injuries. A suspect is now in custody in connection with a carjacking that happened in Wilkes-Barre Township. Angelo Brito allegedly dragged a teen from a running vehicle in a parking lot at the Wyoming Valley Mall on New Year's Day. The Wilkes-Barre man then took off with that vehicle. It was found in Hazel Township. Neighbors say they called police because the vehicle was blocking their driveway. The teen was not injured. Brito was arraigned on numerous charges Monday night. A Hazleton man accused of secretly recording women and children on a cell phone through a restroom ceiling received his sentence yesterday. 43-year-old Juan Birmados Prieto pleaded no contest to 3 felony counts of child pornography charges. According to prosecutors, he worked at Luigi's restaurant in Mountaintop, where he recorded the victims. He was caught when a woman saw his hand coming through a ceiling tile last February. He fled the scene, but later turned himself into police. He was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in state prison by Luzerne County Judge David Lupus. He must also register as a sex offender for 15 years and may be facing deportation. Pennsylvania state prosecutors are taking over a criminal case stemming from the death a year ago of a Penn State fraternity pledge after a night of drinking and hazing. Attorney Josh Shapiro announced Monday his office has agreed to assume the case from the Center County District Attorney. 26 former members of the now shuttered Beta Theta Pi are accused of various offenses related to the February death of 19-year-old Tim Piazza of New Jersey. A couple who bilked the federal government out of millions of dollars has agreed to pay it back. Alfred Lupna and his wife Diane operated city check cashing businesses in West Hazleton and Frackville. Lupna and others cashed U.S. Treasury checks from fraudulent tax returns totaling $2 million between 2011 and 2013. The couple agreed to pay $1.75 million by January 17th. They will also pay $250,000 a month within 5 years in lieu of properties in Hazel Township and Florida. Pennsylvania has revealed it paid $900,000 in 2016 to settle a workplace sexual misconduct case, its biggest payout of that type to come to light in recent months. The money was paid to a woman who accused her boss of molesting, harassing, and threatening her while she worked for the Department of Revenue from 2011 to 2013. The settlement was disclosed by Governor Tom Wolf's office in response to questions by the Associated Press about sexual harassment settlements by the executive branch. Coming up on WYLN News, a break in the temperatures will mean a break for Hazleton City Hall. We'll tell you why. Plus, one school district may be another step closer to building a new school. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today, temperatures near 40 and the snow is melting, but be careful. Tomorrow morning, with an overnight low of 15, that could cause freezing and slippery spots. Tomorrow, more sunshine and a high of 38. Then for Thursday, look for some clouds around with a high of 49. And Friday, even though there's rain, 54. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Hi, I'm Scott Wagner. If there's one thing I'm familiar with, it's taking out the trash. I started this business from the ground up. Harrisburg insiders take care of themselves, not us. I'm running for governor to clean up their mess. My plan will junk the property tax, cut wasteful spending, and put big government in the dumpster. I've taken out trash before. Career politicians are going to be real easy.
Conservative, reformer, tough. Scott Wagner for governor.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet James, a wonderful gentleman who had a lot of pain and tried a lot of different things until he finally found Dr. Stacy and got some help. His story is this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Work is still underway to fix the heating problem at Hazleton City Hall. The 26-year-old boiler was put out of service December 27th. City Hall was evacuated the following day due to a malfunction. The building was also closed for business and reopened on January 1st. Employees have been working in cold conditions while plumbing and heating crews are installing the new equipment. The city plans to use part of a $35,000 grant to pay for the new boiler system. Work may be completed on the project by Wednesday. Next month, we may know who will be the new leader of the Pottsville City Fire Department. City Council could vote on the name that was recommended to them by the Board of Fire Trustees. 3 members from each of the 7 fire companies are members of the board. The name has not been released, but we do know that man was recommended for the job is from New Jersey. At the end of 2017, Pottsville City Council voted to accept the retirement of former Pottsville Fire Chief Todd March. March, who is the longest-serving fire chief in the city's history, was sworn in as fire chief December 15, 1975. Pottsville is an all-volunteer fire department, with the exception of the fire chief, who is a paid city employee. At a meeting of the Wilkes-Barre Area School Board last night, the board took another step closer to officially having a new site for the new high school. 80 acres in Plains Township, known as the Pagnotti site, will be home to the new school, but the next step in the process is to negotiate with the owner and have a new appraisal for the property. Also, any property tax increase would be limited to a state max of 3.4% for 2018-19. If you are heading to Wilkes-Barre anytime soon, you may want to take some extra change. The cost of parking at a meter is going up. Wilkes-Barre City beginning to implement increased on-street parking meter hourly rates. They'll start on Monday. The citywide base rate for parking meters increases from $1 to $2 per hour. Mayor Tony George calling for the increase last year. The mayor says it will generate nearly $500,000 in additional income for the cash-strapped city. Wilkes-Barre now has the highest rates in the area. People in Scranton are paying $1.50 an hour, and in Hazleton, people pay $1 per hour to park. The raise will be implemented over the next 2 weeks in the city of Wilkes-Barre. Pennsylvania Auditor General Eugene DePasquale has outlined his major audit initiatives and special reports for 2018 that will help tackle many of the challenges facing Pennsylvania government and residents while improving accountability and transparency.
In my previous 5 years, we have done audits that have touched the lives of every single Pennsylvanian. We've identified more than $600 million in misspent or potentially recoverable state funds. My office conducts about 5,000 audits a year that have tangible and positive impacts on people's lives.
This year, DePasquale will announce the results of major performance audits of PennDOT and the state's workforce development system, which touches 5 state agencies. Audit teams also are starting or preparing to start major performance audits of the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, a number of Department of State's voter registry to ensure integrity of the Commonwealth voting system, and the Pennsylvania Game Commission. Coming up on William Penn's News Choice, the 2018 American Cancer Society Telethon is next month. We'll get some of the details in Community and You. Plus, now's the time to get your application in for Camp Cadet. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
Four Blooms is now open, 668 North Hunter Highway in Drums. Tuesday's happy hour from 5 until 8 in the bar area. Every Wednesday from 6 until 10 is Martini Night in the piano room. Sip and Savor, Thursday from 5 until 8 in the bar. And don't forget about Sunday brunch. That's Four Blooms in Drums.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN TV 35, Thursdays at 11 and Saturdays at 4.
This week on Topic A, I'm joined by State Representative Eddie Dave Pashinsky. We talk about a new bill that he is proposing to the State House, one that helps grandparents who are now raising their grandchildren. We dive into the bill, what it deals with, and how you can learn more about this growing concern. This week on Topic A, only on WYLN. to Community and You here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Pern. I'm very pleased to have with me Jane Doherty, the co-chair of the American Cancer Society Telethon right here in the greater Hazleton area. And this year we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of the telethon. That will kick off on February 24th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. right here on WYLN TV. And Jane, a big announcement really that we're making here. The telethon is moving this year and has a new home.
It does, Gary. We'll be right here at WYLN TV 35.
Wonderful. And we're so excited to have you guys here and open up our building to have this. And this year's theme with the 40th anniversary is 40 years of giving so many can go on living.
That's it.
Wonderful. So lots going on. Of course, telethon meetings have been happening since we wrapped up last year's. And so what can we expect this year with the telethon?
Well, we have loads of things going on, Gary. Our health fair will be from 11 to 1. Mm-hmm. That'll be the beginning of it. We have hundreds of turkey trays. We'll have a marvelous bake sale. And we'll have all of our local entertainment back. Very, very, very good affair. We hope that everyone can come out to see us at our new location. If not, you can certainly watch us on WYLN.
That's true, and we're so excited to have you guys here. And you know, we say every year that we hope, you know, we close out the 39th year saying hope we don't have to be back here next year. Hope that there's some big revelation made that, you know, we found the cure for cancer. But we're getting close, but we are going to have the 40th annual telethon so we can go on to make sure that we have money to fund research and to help those. And there are so many programs that the telethon benefits each year through the ACS, and a lot of them right here in the greater Hazleton area.
Yes, absolutely. Much of our money stays local, Gary. Of course, some does go to research, which is very important. Mm-hmm. We've made a lot of progress in treating cancer over 40 years. But a lot of it goes to our services and programs in the Hazleton area. We have a great Road to Recovery program where we have volunteer drivers. We have 2 vehicles, and they will take you to your cancer appointments wherever they may be. If they're in Hazleton, New York, Philadelphia, Danville, Wilkes-Barre, anywhere. If you need treatment 5 days a week for 5 weeks, you will get a free ride to treatment every time. We also have a free wig program where anyone undergoing treatment can receive a free wig, no questions asked, and it's professionally styled for you. And there are many other smaller services and programs that go on. We have a Reach to Recovery program. If you're newly diagnosed and you need a mentor, someone who's been there to guide you through it, we've got that also.
Wonderful. And I know there's a lot of great work. And of course, again, it's ingrained in our heads, and I swear after the telethon for like weeks, the phone number just plays over in my head. But all the information you need to know to get from the American Cancer Society here locally, if you are interested in some of the programs, or maybe you even want to volunteer and help out, that number 570-459-1212. And of course, that will be the number the day of the telethon, the call in and pledge. Mm-hmm. So anything I missed about the telethon that we're excited to see the 40th annual kick off?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is our Children's Art Project, because we like to make our telethon an educational tool. Mm-hmm. We certainly are out there raising dollars for all of the programs and services and the research, but it's an important educational tool also. So we'll be having some researchers talk about what they do and the progress that they've made. We'll be telling everyone about our programs and services, but the second graders in the Hazleton Area School District and the private schools will be designing a decoration that will be used here at the telethon. To them, it might be just a decoration, but it's much more than that because it will have a cancer prevention message on it. And their teachers have received materials last week that describe our project this year, and we will ask the children to design a decoration and put some kind of cancer prevention message on. Even second graders can understand that it's important to use sunscreen, eat healthy, stop smoking, things like that. So we're looking forward to seeing what those decorations look like this year.
All right, Jane, so a lot going on. Of course, again, the 40th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon right here for the greater Hazleton area kicks off February 24th, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. right here live on WYLN TV. And of course, this year being hosted right here at our WYLN studios at 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton. And in the coming weeks leading up to the telethon, Jane and Clemmy and everyone from the ACS board will be joining us to talk about highlights and what you need to know, and of course how you can get involved and help. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You. We'll see you next time on WYLN.
Look Look, I may be out of line here, but I have to get something off my chest. The little guys in the shop are taking all the credit for this year's #1 request, Service Electric's high-speed internet. Sure, it's great. I mean, it flies, and I should know. But the little guys don't even make it. Service Electric does. There. Someone finally had the antlers big enough to say it. They can't tell it's me, right? Uh-oh.
Get Service Electric high-speed internet free for 2 months, including free installation. Call today or visit secb.com/holiday.
Hi, I'm Isabella Falvello. Join me for a wonderful new cooking series, Ciao Bella, featured here on WYLN TV 35.
Valmont Auto Sales. Buy here, pay here with a good selection of clean pre-owned vehicles. Use your tax return and make small weekly payments to fit your budget. Valmont Auto Sales, 34 Susquehanna Boulevard, West Hazleton, 570-501-2626.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the types of things that we will be featuring on our new show, Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path, welcomes you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good eats. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
Details are emerging about the campaign finances of the candidates running for governor of Pennsylvania. The campaign of Republican Paul Mango said Monday that it had $5.5 million in campaign cash as of December 31st. The deadline for campaigns to report finances to the state, January 31st. Primary election day is May 15th. Mango is one of 4 candidates seeking the Republican nod to challenge Democratic Governor Tom Wolf's re-election bid. Children between the ages of 12 and 14, now's the time to apply for this year's Pennsylvania State Police Troop in Camp Cadet. Applications are being accepted now through March 31st. The camp is open to boys and girls who live in Luzerne, Monroe, Carbon, and Columbia counties. It's held at Penn State Hazleton, July 15th through the 20th. Applications can be picked up at any Troop in State Police station. They're also online at the PSP public website and on the Camp Cadet Facebook page. The camp offers cadets hands-on experience with law enforcement personnel and activities. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the types of things that we will be featuring on our new show, Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path, welcomes you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good eats. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
You If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Want to watch WYLN over-the-air with an antenna? These maps make it easy for you to check out our over-the-air UHF coverage area using the Longley Rice propagation mode. All of our broadcast and cable maps can be found on our Facebook page and on WYLNTV.com.
Attention area residents, the winter sports season is going on now. Show your support for local student athletes. Attend a live sporting event in your area. WYLN, we're your local network.